Good morning, everyone. Please be seated all. Good morning, all. I am Dr. Tanvi Sheikh, lecturer, Department of Psychiatry. I am greatly honored to welcome you all on this auspicious occasion of our third alumni meet. So such events are really important at times. It gives opportunities for us, the alumni, to meet our old friends, our former teachers, to mingle with the new pass outs and the new admitted students. So today, since our institution has begun a tradition to stay with their contacts, here we are today at the third alumni meet. I thank you all for taking your time from your important schedule and coming here. And I am sure that today you will leave with some good memories and nostalgia too. The students and faculty have planned a very good program today for you all. Today we will cherish the achievements of some of our alumni, discuss some important topics, and definitely remember our dear NLT sir. We will start with the institutional prayer. I request you all to stand and join us in prayer. That is a very good start for the day. Thank you, Dr. Bhairavi and Dr. Sheetal. Now we will light the lamp. I would request Dr. Dilip Nanda sir to come ahead, and also the Kolhapur chapter team, that is Dr. Vilas, Dr. Ranjit, Dr. Chetan, Dr. Vivek, and Dr. Rusha.
एक मिनट राजेश की चेतन.
Yes, sir.
Thank you everyone. I would now call upon Dr. Rajesh Yadav sir, lecturer reader Department of Psychiatry and secretary MLDMHI Alumni Association.
Good morning and welcome to you all for this third alumni.
लाइव वालों को भी हाई बोल. लाइव वालों को भी.
Hi. Good morning. So for this third alumni week, because we have waited it for almost since last 3 years due to COVID, it was pending, and now with all the time constraint we could manage, and I'm glad you could all come with that short notice and to allow this function to occur in that great light. See, I'm just here to give you a brief introduction of what we are going to do for the whole day. Everybody knows the itinerary. So after this, we'll start with one of the great presentation I would suggest, because that is a journey of an alumni from first batch till now. So it's very important for us to know what the person or what the alumni pass through and how they tackle various situations in their life, along with whatever take-on journey they inputs they take on from the institute, and how they carry forward the torches. And which is followed by the important aspect of the today's day, that we're going to remember our beloved sir again. And it's very important because some of the contributions which are going to come that are going to get incorporated into a book which is possibly going to get released on this symposium itself. And followed by there is an important sharing from a Kolhapur chapter, because the alumni sections are divided into various chapters. So one of the chapter who is leading us as the association throughout since the very beginning, and they are doing so, and possibly, definitely they are going to do further ahead. So they are going to share their journey, whatever they have done, achieved till now, and what they want to do further ahead. Which is going to be followed by the important aspect of felicitating, because it's very important for the institute to celebrate whatever the achievement of the student who has done, who has passed on, and whatever they have done. So it's important for the institute to felicitate those, and that is what is going to be there, and for which is going to follow by the annual report of the association and the conclusion of it. So I hope you will enjoy. Hope you will enjoy the breakfast also. The lunch is also going to be served. So yeah, please enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now invite the one who has been a guiding light to many students and the faculty over here. Yes, he is the principal of the institution and president of MLDMHI Alumni Association. He not only runs the institution, but also runs across states to attend CMEs even with injuries, present important topics in the field of medical education. So I serve, please.
So good morning, all of you, and a very warm welcome to your own institute and old memories and old pains. Some have healed without scar and some with scar. But we need to move in life, and a lot of things we realize once we go out and look at the world, how the world runs, and how the world around homeopathy runs, and the type of training and nurturing which we receive, which sometimes is painful, but then fruits we definitely have it after maybe few years or maybe another part of the life. And the same thing I am experiencing when I am moving around all over India, and I am seeing the value of the training, nurturing, motivation and vision which MLD sir had laid down long back and built these institutions. We are just the messengers which are trying to carry forward some of his messages, because he is too large to carry all of his work, his vision and his messages. So when I am moving around, I am realizing the type of training I have received, and when I am seeing the state of education, the state of research and the state of hospital, the clinical part of it, and I definitely feel blessed that I was a part of this institution. May not be an MD alumni, but definitely alumni of Institute of Clinical Research, through which I have graduated here. So that same value, same training, we have tried to impart to the larger part of our students from beginning. And I am seeing a lot of our alumni are now moving ahead and carry forward this training, this vision and this mission to wherever they are, in whatever institute, in their own capacities, in their personal practice, in allied fields and all other areas where they are now progressing and prospering. So the value of training and its outcome, you feel very happy to see people in the different areas, how they are being contributing in a development of homeopathy. So whatever running around is there, it's a pleasant experiences which I am receiving, that okay, we are definitely way ahead than where the world and the homeopathic world is today. And as an institute, we try to move with the education technology which world had moved with. As a clinician, we also try to march with the same speed and the pace which the modern medical world is trying to match with. As a research people, now we are trying to inculcate our roots further beyond clinical research into the more laboratory and other research. So it's a journey, and we as an institute, I am proud to say that we are far ahead than our contemporaries in the field of homeopathy. But we cannot compare ourselves to them, since we have moved ahead. We have to look at the best in the field. And who else than all our alumni who are being trained and who are out in the world to take over this message, take over the learning and help in growth of homeopathy and as well as in the service of community. So I am so happy to see all of you being here, and I am experienced it, and I have seen I met lot of alumni in my process of moving also. And I am seeing they are occupying important posts. They are being recognized in lot of institutes. They have been given an important role in nurturing the next generations. And whatever they have carried forward from here, they are continuing with that Guru Shishya Parampara. So it's so pleasant to meet all of them, and so heartening to see that okay, some part we are contributing in the growth of world and service of humanity. And I hope not only this generation of alumni but the future alumni will carry forward this torch and take the message of MLD sir and will pay a true homage to NLD sir, who has nurtured all of us, and we remember him from our heart. And it becomes painful to see this when he is not around this time. He would have been the most happiest person, but I am sure he is around in spirit to guide us, to encourage us, and to show us the true path. So now this is an occasion where we are now trying to take a one step forward, being guided by our master's vision. And I hope that all the generations will further contribute in the development of homeopathy and service of community. So I once again welcome you all today, and I hope that we will be more in number in next alumni meeting. Probably all of you who have come here will definitely make an effort to communicate all your colleagues that it's a time to come here to understand each one's movement in life, reflect back and guide the next generation, not only the place where you are, but the place here at your own alma mater. Thank you all. And the movement also, Kumar sir has resisted not to talk, but I would request him to at least address in the beginning to all of us. It's an important time and encouraging time, so he should, because no, बाद में there is no बाद में. So it's a request. I only can request him, and if all agree.
Thank you, Vipin sir, for forcing me to come here. It's always a pleasure to see old faces and to see them in good, bright colors and pleasant circumstances. I think over the years, the Institute has made very long strides. And perhaps if I see Dr. Dilip's batch, which was our first batch, and if I see the type of development that we as an institute have undergone here, as well as what we have been able to carry through in Baroda, as well as in other parts of the country, notably in Bangalore, in Kolhapur, and hopefully in other parts. So I would feel that there is a fair amount of one would call as a nidus, which would allow our activities in all parts of homeopathy to grow. It is unfortunate that some of our leading lights are not here, and especially the latest effort that we have made in JISH as our publication, and there also the type of standards that we have set. So I would feel that this would be a real occasion for us to share not only what we have been able to achieve, but also in the later part of the day, what we should be striving towards. And I think that is equally important, not only to celebrate what we have done, but also to plan what we should be doing in order to keep growing as an institute. So I hope that all of us will be able to put our heads and minds together in order to do this task. Thank you.
definitely growth is an important part and life should always grow. Moving ahead, myself Dr. Mehwish Dandoti, Department of Organon and Homeopathic Philosophy, alumnus of MLDMHI. No better feeling is of happiness and of being at home. And we all are feeling the same. I'm sure you all can resonate with the same feeling. And to bring this excitement, one of our alumnus has been, he's a representative of all of us and his journey is being shared. I would like to call upon Dr. Manoj sir, who obviously needs no introduction, to take the dais ahead and talk about Dilip sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My lovely alumni. This is the of, by and for alumni program, organized fully by alumni, for alumni. So it's very beautiful, pleasant thing to address. And I'm very sure all our beloved teachers, including NLT sir, must be smiling that what we have visioned, what we have seen is turning into an actuality. Our alumni is spread across the globe, not only in national level, there are quite a few in UK, in Canada, in USA, and everyone is real messenger of value-based education which is imparted by as a vision of our MLD sir. It's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Dilip Nanda. Dr. Dilip is right now in Government Homeopathic College and Hospital at Siddhapur, Gujarat. He is HOD and Professor of Medicine, and since I think 27 September onward. 7 September. The journey from here to there and still ahead, we see that vision that all of you are leader of future. And I'm so happy that first batch students are with us and they are witnessing one of the finest moments of institute. That your future is far better and brighter. And Dr. Dilip is going to present to us how he has reached to this bright spot. I knew Dilip as a student of ICR, HECT, which is our sister concern or umbrella of MLD organization. Very tough student, very challenging student. सब लोग के मुंह पे स्माइल है कि अभी भी ऐसा है कहना चाहते हो? No problem. Since long from passing from Anand Homeopathic Medical College and he joined HECT. Since then, I was an observer to his journey and he's going to share some of these glimpses through his presentation. Very adherent to tri-coordinate care. Learner care, knowledge care and patient care. In hospital and in community. From times of ICR till first batch of MLDT here, MLDMHI, gone through all tough times which you cannot even imagine. And he has adhered. Not only he, I will also mention name of Dr. Sailaja, who was a backbone to him. Not only that, she also studied with him and traveled in this journey. Exemplary person, man of a metal, and we would love to listen from him and learn from him that how he traveled and where he is traveling further ahead. All the best, Dilip, for the future. In memory of NLT sir, I welcome you here.
Before that, I would like to call Vipin sir to felicitate Dr. Devi sir.
Good morning, all. I, with the due respect to my old respected teacher, my friends, my alumni friends, the opportunity which was given to me, it took me a time to think what I would like to speak. I was not getting clear. I was thinking that people knows me and what to say upon. Because from 1998 till 2022, the journey has been witnessed by my all respected faculty. And on many occasions, I have already said a few points. And the core faculty knows me. I was really struggling what should be the selling point. I had a personal talk with few of the alumni who is organizing and with Dr. Prashant also. He has given me an input that you can take in this manner. Today what I am feeling before I start, I must say, because when I was a kid and as a grown up and took admission into Sainik School Balachadi, and when I used to come home, the same feeling today I am feeling, because I have considered 3 places addition to my native place as a family, that is Malad, Palghar and Sumer, because I believe wherever you exit, there is no exit. I do not believe in the concept of exit. So from that feeling, I felt that I must start by giving a tribute to my gurus. Excuse me. Because when I had to move on, I had called Tivai sir. Tivai sir has stated me a 2 things. Dilip, see, we have no problem, you go ahead. But see to it that the values, the morals and the training which you have received should not be diluted. And with whatever vision you have to move ahead, the institute is with you. generally sir used to call us, because sir, I always feel that you are not remembering us. But before I move on, I decided that I will speak with the sir once. I would like to take opportunity where the Manoj sir has said as a ICR training. So the journey I have tried to put into the objective of ICR training, why I have done, because we know in your UG educations there were gap between theory and practice, and the kind of practice which was done, I am talking about 1998, 1992 to 1998. So then at those days the scientificity was lacking, polypharmacy was there. So with the basic idea, we had decided that we will be exposing ourselves to the training, at least we will learn the scientificity. We are not knowing about what is ICR, but at least they teach us the way how to practice. We are not knowing about the ethos of ICR, just to venture into it. So there was a little preparations to face a difficult training. Moving ahead from clinical to the educations, I will be sharing also in what way the opportunities came to us. We took the opportunity and joined RMOC program, and from that to the MD. Because the both training was a different demand. Because RMOC, from an ICR student to the RMOC, the skills you need to acquire and what kind of struggle as a ICR I passed through. Because once you enter into hospital, the demands are different, resources are different. You have to struggle upon. But the center theme was trying to understand the fundamentals of homeopathic principles and practice. That was the core thing which was there in my mind. So when I took up the ICR training, I think we know about this cryo care. The beautiful things which I have experienced here, the quality of care which was taken up by the faculties. Because Manoj sir has rightly said, I was a difficult student, because we have a system of evaluation, evolution and evaluation. The process goes on. Open feedback system. So in an evaluation report, I used to write the things which might be not a way it should be represented, but the crux was there. And many times I have heard the sentiments of our faculty also. But in that process, the faculty also learned, besides I also learned, because it's a together journey. Because for the HECT, it was a second batch, and they had experience of being ICR student, but not experience of dealing with the different kind of students. So the journey was there for both of us. Now when I see managing self with the limited resources, somewhere I have witnessed throughout this journey that if you have strong desire, the things comes to you. That is what has been experienced by many of us. I had a desire to take a training from Mumbai, but father said, you have only this much money, you manage. Not possible for Bombay. I choose Baroda. There was somewhere wavelength with me, sir. And after completing my 1.5 years of training, he offered me the job that, can you work with me? Because I was just looking for the good opportunity. Because there was an inner insecurity that how I am going to survive if I will go outside. I will be able to practice or not. And in that process, we decided that at least we should have a IPD set up at Nadia, the hospital of his relative was there, that we can start. See, I was, and I am an opportunist person as far as the learning is concerned. And taking an opportunity, discharging the responsibility. My father was ready with the soap that you open clinic here in Rajkot. And I every time goes there. After 1 year of training, father was waiting that yes, you will come and you will start your clinic. But 6 months extension in ICR. Father said, I can now not support you more. At that time, minister supported, which is one of the friends, by providing the flat. It's a tenement. I stayed there without paying any rent for 6 months. Now why I am sharing with you, because there are values which we develop, a Guru Shishya Parampara. One Guru who is nothing to do with our personal life as far as this current time is concerned. But I am talking about 1998, 2000, where this kind of support, moral support, financial support, directly, indirectly was provided. And during those days, Manoj sir and Bipin sir used to come for conducting workshops, building up the team. Nimish Mehta sir came, various faculty came, C.B. Jain sir, and I saw first time C.B. Jain sir and Bipin sir together, a duo playing a role of in a tuberculosis research project. I thought ये बंदों में से सीखने का मौका मिलना चाहिए. I really genuine feeling at that time. I want to learn from these people. And then the opportunity knocked the door by Bipin sir and Manoj sir. If you are thinking to start IPD at Nadiyad, why don't you come and train this fellow? I think it took, if you remember, at Minister's place, it took me 2 minutes time to decide I am coming without talking with my father. Father again was disturbed. I went to Malad with a promise that you will going to Palghar. It was for Palghar. But these two men decided ये बंदा वहाँ जाएगा तो खत्म हो जाएगा. इसकी सेंसिटिविटी ऐसी है, कन्फ्रंटेशन सहन नहीं कर पाएगा. वो तो पूरा समुद्र है. We developing phase में we will take care of this kind of sensitivity. Better let him come to the Malad. Let him train himself in various skills. So in that frame, I was put to Malad as RM. So this was. So now, I was not knowing anything about IPD scheme. First day dal diya. Nilesh became a good friend of mine because he has to give the things in my hand and he has to go move on to his native place. So Nilesh supported me. I would like to share one incident here. Once Nilesh left, if I think people knows the Malad RMO room and the labor room and OT. And in the afternoon, door was knocked. I came out, sister says, sir, please come, delivery is happening, you come. Madhuri sister, I think people knows Madhuri sisters who are there of those days, yes. So Madhuri sister is very sharp. He knows whether you know it or don't know it. And she is known to make you right and left. She is sister, very senior sister. I don't know right now where she is. And she said, sir, delivery ho raha hai, chalo. Okay. So I was trying to, pretending I know everything. So I was trying to wear the gloves. Difficult to wear the gloves. And then she was ready. So sir, क्या कर रहे हो? कर रहा हूँ. Then बच्चू भी बाहर आ गया. Sir अभी तब तो मैं ग्लोव्स ही पहन रहा हूँ. She understood कि सर को कुछ आता नहीं है. सर को ABCD से सिखाना पड़ेगा. So I learned from Madhuri sister and various sisters. And there are certain incidences which demanded inner, of training, which I remember. Bipin sir knows very well how it was difficult for him to manage in various cases also. 2 cases of appendicitis and one was, sir was able to pick up. You shift this case into OT because the trachea developed patient was going into septicemia. Perforation as a sir was able to pick up. Another case with C.B. Jain sir, 2 cases. It was a newly engaged time, Diwali time. I was supposed to move on with the vacation. And the case of a 4-year child having lymphadenopathy on a left side, sir was giving medicine, C.B. Jain sir was murked. And then they traveled to pneumonia on the right side. So we were trying to discuss. Sir said, if no RMO is there, how can we manage this case? सर अभी बॉम्बे से मेरे को जाना है बड़ौदा से सेल्जा को लेके उपलेटा जाना है. दिवाली का टाइम में रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा. You had a choice whether you want to treat this case. It's your case. And then I had no choice. I had to stay back. I stayed there. At that time, you can understand, manage Selja also. Fortunately, she is the same field. She could understand the level of commitment required to learn. And I always remember 3 things, and I also say to my student also today, that the 3 things comes, where Bipin sir always says. Freedom comes with the discipline and responsibility. I really duly respect these words because at Malad time, if I have not stood with the multiple cases which I exposed to, and thanks to the institute, that platform was created for acute prescribing, acute cases in 2001, where I said 4 or 5 cases with this faculty. So these are all involvement into various activities. A few cases with KMD sir also. Sir might not be knowing a pulsatilla with varicose vein and varicose ulcer, old lady, pulsatilla. I still remember that case, and with Vidya also. The beautiful things which we as an institute used to celebrate. I invited everyone to attend the marriage, but Manoj sir and Bipin sir decided with civilian sir that we will celebrate by conducting workshop. I have the photographs of our celebrations, which we did it. It was last day I was moving on. तो उस टाइम पे इंटरव्यू प्रेजेंटेशन रखा था, ये बंदे को छोड़ना नहीं है. So there were 14-15 ICR है, the session was going on. उस टाइम का खाना डब्बा सब अलग था, मजा. So those days, and that was how it was made possible. Now, what is important from this training was putting yourself to the different time, demand of the time, and giving your best. It does not mean the pain was not there. Pain was definitely there, but could not realize at that time. If the time goes on, then you realize various values of your training. Yeah, this was Palgar. So तेरे को अकेले को नहीं भेजेंगे पालगर. मनोज सर का पक्का था, तू शादी कर और आ जा, दोनों आ जा. And उस टाइम पे we have to appear for the exam. It was not directly getting a stipend. I don't know what is the current scenario, but Selja has to submit 2 cases. I already submitted 2 cases at that time before coming to Malad, and we were not knowing how much it will be paid. Believe me, blindly Selja came. I was told that you will get better than this, but how far I don't know. In that incident, I remember Kumar sir. Something was promised. Because I am saying this is very minute things, may not be very important, but it's important to know how our people take care of us. And something was committed to me and things were not being, I was disturbed. Kumar sir, right now what you are saying canteen, na? It was terrace, above that it was terrace. Sir, ऐसा मेरे को लेके गए, क्या problem है? And there was some commitment was done, and sir said, if this is committed, you will get it, don't worry about it. And at that moment, I felt at least I am in a secure place, because Palgar was, rather than caring of a learner, it was caring of a hospital, because it's a huge demand. Because I today see a different model, because once you enter into the different model of hospital survival, the learner is a part of it. I see a training, learner is the center of it. Patient is the center. In hospital, patient is the center. If you know, you deal with the patient. If you don't know, then you have to take care of yourself. But the training was there at that time also. Now what I got an opportunity, there are various incidences. First incidences, if I remember, painful incidences, Anup sir might be knowing. One of the register was missed, and our CMO at that time made a hell of us. And it was found in one of the OPD, and it was discovered that who was sitting in that OPD. So, Dilip was there. Then it was found Dilip has done a mischief by taking the OPD register, and he is playing some trick. And I took it to write down the transaction record. And it was entirely, वो पूरा अदालत बैठा था, सर आप भी थे, मैं उसमें रोया था. सर मैं यहाँ सीखने आया हूँ, सॉरी नवीन सर से सीखने आया हूँ, मेरा कोई इंटेंशन नहीं, मैं क्यों ये लूँगा. And it was a hard time to take my bosses to convince that I am here to learn from this man, because Naveen Paskar has a different way of giving you a learning circumstances. It's painful. He will not take care of your sensitivity, but he will see to it that you learn in a different circumstances. A second adalat was put into when I was serving Tiwari sir's Kaki ji with a tuberculosis and bronchiectasis. So lady was admitted for the terminal and it was said that she might survive, but you take care of it. अपना पूरा का सर आईपीडी था, तभी मैं आरएमओ शिफ्ट कर रहा था, तभी आप सर आए नहीं थे आपसे सर. Then I received a call, patient is gasping, you come down. I just came down and I could not make any effort to survive the lady. And my colleague, she came and she made the effort, but I was not knowing what to do. It was the first death I was witnessing. And it was portrayed, and then inquiry was made, you didn't do anything. You are claiming you know everything. Possible, I might be claiming, but I don't know this. On that day, sir, कोई गुजर जाता है, हम लोग घर में नहाते हैं. So I was so attached to that lady that I took a bath. I don't know why I did this. And then I realized next day the things was there. I have to answer a few things why I could not do, or CPR which was supposed to do, or intubation I was supposed to do. I could not do it. Even simple head blow I have not given. And nursing staff was witnessing to all my inabilities. See, these are the hard ways I learned, and then during my MD, the things were setting, I have to play another role. And yes, very important before going to MD, resolution by B as an MKP. I used to see, I was disturbed, I used to send a call, right now what you are doing with your bosses, I used to do at your age. तो सर आके मुझे बैठ के एक बाजू बीपी सर है, एक बाजू मनोज सर है, दिलीप जो मिलता है ले लेने का, ये पोस्टिंग चाहिए, वो पोस्टिंग चाहिए. जो झोली में आता है लेता जा.
आता है उसे ना नहीं बोलेंगे.
देखो मिला है उस पर ध्यान नहीं देता है, कहीं और ध्यान है तेरा. But in that process, what I am able to see, I will just take a few. In that process, this was the resources I was exposed to. Today I am able to witness. When I was writing my biodata, CV, I have a long CV I have created because people knows me. I love to do edits. So I was wondering that. See, it's a blessing also. There's a conflict also. एक कंसल्टेंट ऐसा प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है, ऐसी आदि है, दूसरा ऐसा कर रहा है, तीसरा ऐसा कर रहा है. In a 1 week, I was exposed to different consultant and trying to learn from each other. So these are all faculties to whom I was exposed to. पूरे 5 साल में. And looking to our difficulties of training, I think Kapse sir was lucky for us to balance the entire training program and development and evolution of RHH and the MD program. Now the time was there whether we should opt for MD in 2002 and 2003. We had no finance. Father said you are supposed to come back after marriage and you are still pulling on with